Other yellow hat guy here, back with another video. And yes, I know I'm late. It is way past due time for Slowpoke Community Day. And I could just say, just forget it. But no, we'll go with the theme. I was slow, I was the Slowpoke. Let's talk about it. Because I told you guys before, hey, the Pokemon video is going to be winding down less frequently. But I didn't plan for it to be this infrequent, right? And some of you are like, well, we didn't even notice that you weren't making them anymore, right? C'est la vie. So I did have fun with that. I did. I think I got 3 or 4. I believe I had one already previously. So what they did this time was they allowed you to have the Galarian and the standard Zigzagoon. And you've got my cat in the background making all these noises, so forgive me for that. It is somewhat distracting. You put a bell on these things. You put a bell on these animals so that you know where they are, so they don't sneak up on you, so you don't, more importantly, don't hurt them. But then they see you sitting down relaxing, they want to go ahead and make noise. So speaking of creatures making noise, Slowpoke had this, tendency, I won't even say tendency, Slowpoke has the requirement that you've got to catch a certain amount of psychic type. So if you didn't do it while Slowpoke was out for Community Day, you struggled to look for Abra or any of these other psychic types to help you adventure with your buddy to get all of them. So what was cool was, hey, this was, if you're on the level 48 challenge or you're on this, hunt for the shiny Jirachi, you know that you've got to get 480 Pokemon for one challenge for level 48, and then you also have to get, I believe, like all of the Pokemon from 3 different generations. So obviously there's not over 300 for every generation, but collectively, right? So if you got Slowpoke 150 times, doesn't count for one, that counts as 150 Pokemon right there. And so if you just found all the others, then you were good. So a lot of people were able to take advantage of that. We'll see what the Community Day is for next month. Maybe it helps you get some of these other ones out because you get the primal energy for both Groudon and Kyogre. Yes, those primal forms are finally out. Not sure if we did a video on that or not, but they were there. Some other news, because I've got a couple of different Pokemon things I want to talk about before I get back to Slowpoke, right? We also, I don't have to get back to Slowpoke. We'll just look and see how many I got. I mean, it was a 3-hour Incense, 3-hour Lures, times 3 catch XP. That was really what you wanted to play for. I know a lot of people are like, it's Slowpoke, I don't care. I've got Slowpoke, or, it's not that big of a deal, but as you continue to level up, XP is harder and harder to, well, I won't say it's harder to get, it's just that you need so much more of it, right? And it's harder for me to get as I level up in my personal life because I don't have the time to put into the game like I used to, but I'm still here playing. So I digress. The Slowpoke was pretty cool, purple looking, and then you had the the shiny pink, and then eventually it looked like it was, magenta colored with its outfit on. That Slow Bro to Slow King. And then on the other hand, Slowpoke just in the golden form, I was like, let's just keep it at that. I don't even want to evolve it, the Galarian, into the Slow King or Slow Bro. I just rather it look how it looked. That's kind of how I was feeling. They had some avatar items and things like that, but it wasn't really all that interesting to me. So that was on the 18th of March. Here we are, beginning of April, so my bad. Usually not that late with the content. So yeah, hopefully all that stuff is airing in the background there. But what I wanted to get at was we had the Primal Kyogre and Groudon. I think I did do a video on it, but I'm not sure. If I didn't, consider this me talking about it as well. Those came out. We also had a new Pokemon, a brand new one. So Niantic is struggling a lot, and we'll talk about this in another video. They're struggling a lot creating ways to get people to come back to the game and play with each other in person. You know what I mean? So the one thing that they're trying is doing these raids that require people to be there in person. And here we've got Reggie Drago, Dragon type. It looks very weird, but that was on the 11th of March, so that was right before. And I know I probably talked about it too, because I was consistent somewhat prior to this video, and I didn't get that thing. I didn't get it. I was disappointed. We'll see if it comes back around. And when it does, I'll probably get it that time. But they dropped the ball where you had to get lucky. It had to be in certain areas, because if it wasn't, well, you wasted your time. So you would be somewhere for 2 hours. You'd have to quickly hit it. And then, what, you all were supposed to walk to the next location? You see what I mean? Like the High Point Museum, I was like, okay, there could be 2 or 3 of these here. Let's do all of them. There was maybe 1 or 2, but you had to quickly leave that area and go find where the other ones were, and they weren't at every gym, right? You had to find where these things were, and if you were lucky, you didn't have to go far. Maybe the 3 or 4 at wherever you were, right? 3 or 4 where you were, and then you could go ahead and just knock those out. But they were in waves from like 2 to 5 and whatever. But then that was it. That was it. Poof, gone. So I was a little disappointed in that, but that was some other stuff we didn't cover there. We covered how to get a golden lure, and I do have a golden lure, and we'll talk more about how that's going to play out. I myself was thinking about doing an event for Pokemon Go High Point. I still may do that. I've discovered, the 5-day thing is real, and it's not 5 in a row, it's just 5 conclusively, at least the first go around. So I don't want to just use the lure for myself. I want others to benefit from it too. So I've been lazy and not turning on Pokemon Go and Pokemon Scarlet at the same time, but I eventually figured, hey, if I get up early enough in the morning, quickly deal with that, and then quickly turn on the game again. Usually I play my Switch docked mode, so having to undock it to do it made it a little bit easier, because I usually don't mess with Pokemon Scarlet unless I'm really about to play, right? So I think that's everything. I want to talk about Slowpoke. We'll talk about some other things in the next video. So I will see you guys again soon. Other Yellow Hat Guy is out. Don't forget to leave me a like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. More content on the way. Captain Sensation!